Hey, how's it going, everybody? Sarasota Tim coming to you from inside the Wolf Pup, getting ready. I got to go meet Tammy down in Delray in a little bit. I got to run to Walmart. But update on the electric bike. I got to teach you guys another one of my sayings. Okay, you ready? You guys know I used to be in the car business, right? And I used to sell Hondas. I sold them all, but I used to sell Hondas. And I didn't come up with it. One of the other guys I worked with, we all had sayings, you know. And when he was in service, and we used to say, because we were so proud of Hondas, you know, especially back in those days, they were really coming on. They're still number one now, you know, in reliability, and the Toyota. But in the Hondas, when someone would come into the service department, this isn't working, or this, you know, this is, I can't get this, or this stopped, and we would say immediately, well, it ain't the car. So the electric bike company, Hobsco, they probably were saying, well, it ain't the bike. You know, I'm a bit of a tourist, I guess. Now, it's, you know, it's not really my fault, because I'm going to show you right now. You see this battery? It's really heavy. This is the battery that goes in the bottom of the frame. Now look, I'm going to show you. Oops, sorry about that. I'll push this button right here. You see how that lights up? And there's that little red light. Wouldn't you think that indicates the battery is fully charged, except one little digit left? Because they're little different lengths. See? You know, a battery tester, like on a drill or a power tool that takes a battery, right? So that bike ran, I mean, wait till you see the review. It's an awesome, I almost call it a motorcycle. It's an awesome bike, and it's fast, and it's got these big fat tires, and yada yada yada. I'll give you the whole review next week. So this is the battery charger that it comes with, and it's a 3 amp, which is kind of a quick charger. And I'm thinking, I mean, either the battery is bad and dies quickly, even though it shows a full charge, or the fact that it was brand new and it's been sitting for who knows how long, it still shows that it's fully charged, and the little controller up on the handlebars indicated a full battery too. And normally they show it getting weaker, you know, one little digit goes away. So I'm not saying that the battery isn't good. It could be bad. But the fact that I didn't charge it right away because I saw that it had a full charge, and I went out and started riding it up and down my street, the bike was going perfect. And then all of a sudden, like, you know, like a battery, when batteries die on electric bikes, everything just shuts off. You know, if you take it down that far, just like a phone, you know, they just end. So I'm gonna let her charge. The lady at the customer support said 7 or 8 hours it takes, but because it's 48 volt, 20 amp hour battery, and it has Samsung cells. It's really supposed to be a good and strong battery. But I'm not getting why. Oh, also, look, here's another tell. Okay, the battery on the bottom side has an LED light that you can turn on by pushing another button over here. And if I unplug the battery right there, okay, and then I push the button wherever it is. If a man could see, here it is. See that? Brighter, brighter, and flasher, and then off. So when I got the bike and I was showing it to Tammy, I checked it out. I'm gonna put the battery charger back in here. And the light's back on, yep. And I said, oh, look. And then over here, I showed you the battery tester. I said, well, this thing doesn't even need to be charged. This thing's good. It's just missing one digit. And it went for, I probably rode it a good 1.5 miles up and down my road several times, and I went through the speeds on it and everything, and then she just died. And so when the girl started telling me that it's a controller, I figured maybe that's a problem they have. You know, they fry. But, you know, it didn't blink or anything. It just went out. I think the bike is fine. It ain't the bike. So maybe when we get a good charge on her, she'll be just fine, and we won't have to wait for new parts and go to bike shops or have somebody come out here and work it, and we can get to enjoying this little thing. So I'm excited about that. Tammy went on over to drop her car off and do one last load of laundry that we're gonna want to put in before taking our trip. I still haven't packed, took anything out of the back of the 4Runner. Here's the Dometic fridge that I'll be taking with the light in it. And right now it's set on 30, well, it's on 37 degrees, but it's showing 39 because I opened the door. And then I've got my Jackery battery that's under the booth in here. And we're gonna put that in the back of the truck, and all that lunch meat and stuff she bought at the store earlier, we can have like a rolling refrigerator. And of course we'll be going out to get our barbecue, but when we're traveling, we need a little snack or a sandwich. We've got back there in the refrigerator in the 4Runner. So we're just gonna finish up with all that tonight. And I really did want to take that bike over to her daughter's house and let them play with it. If I had confidence that the battery was really just not charged all the way, I'd take the front wheel off to make it a little smaller and put it in the back of the 4Runner and take it over there. But plus I feel safer. I've got it locked up with a cable in the shop back there. But you know, when anybody wants something, well, we don't have that problem around here. We got plenty of people living around here that are watching and doing their laundry back there and feeding the cats for me while I'm gone. So we're all right. But that's good to know. I was really kind of sad that I might have to wait for a controller, and you know, I get this bike to do a review on, and you know, I get to keep it. It's fun, you know, it's nice. I want to go ride down on the beach. I can even ride, if I get a bike rack or something, I can even ride somewhere and take it off the truck where parking is hard to get to, and then, you know, ride somewhere a mile or two away in a heartbeat, like down Fort Lauderdale on the Strip or through parks, you know, instead of walking a little quicker view to show you things and all. So it could come in to be a real tool to make videos too. So, and other ideas I haven't even thought of right now. And that's kind of the thing that I thought about doing with the e-bike that I used to have. I bought in Sarasota. It was made in the States. I mean, there was Chinese parts on it, but the big thing was the battery. The guy bragged about, I think it was also Samsung cells. And but what I did notice about this bike, and I'm going to put it all in my review, this bike doesn't have one of those motors that you push a button and the bike just goes. Or you can pedal, just barely pedal, and the bike goes. Because it's called a cadence, C-A-D-E-N-C-E motor. This one is a torque sensor motor, where it senses how hard you pedal, and it produces more and more and more speed depending on the level you put it at. I'll get into that on my review. But what I did notice is you do get to a point where it's going so fast that you're ghost pedaling. You're just spinning your wheels. You're a hamster wheel just going nowhere. The bike is going, but the full speed, you can't get out of it unless you were to really, you know, keep up, you know, doing what the motor's designed to do by pedaling, because it's more of a exercise type electric bike than a just sit on it and go. But anyway, we'll find out as we ride it more of the pros and cons, and I'll put that in my review. But right now, I do got to go over to Walmart and pick up a clothes bar that goes across, the back doors where the handles are, and we're going to hang our my shirts that I ironed and everything, so we don't pack them and they, get all wrinkled and stuff. We can just take a shirt out of there and take it up to the room and switch out, clothing for the few days we're going to be gone. I think I got enough. And what else can I tell you? I feel much better since I ate 4 Advils. And I did read the comment about, that was a good zing you got on me there. Yeah, what about all that gym work you're doing? But man, when you get down on the ground, I can't sit Indian style, and my back, and then I couldn't see. Those little Allen wrenches they give you, bike shops, they use these ones with a handle on the end, and you can push them in the hole and then twist. Way different. Hey, but these are free, and it did do everything to put it together, but the tools they give you aren't the best. So, and it was just so hot out there. But anyway, all in the comments, real quick before I go, we read the comments on the previous videos. We read the comments today. I just want to keep reminding you, especially if you're new to my channel, we read them all. And even though they're not all answered, I'm getting better at trying to answer more of them as I get downtime, and I'll sit there and go through them and answer you. But we do read them all, and all of your suggestions and all the ones that you're reaching out saying if we're in the area to call you or let you know, and you can get with us for a cup of coffee or a bite to eat or say hello. All of those we're definitely keeping mindful, and if time allows, we've read them all. We've seen them. I'm on top of it. And then all of your loving comments, we certainly appreciate those. Those come in all the time. And Tammy didn't want me to say anything yesterday, so I didn't make a video even about her birthday, because she milked it. Her daughter took her out to lunch, got her nails done. Her kids gave her stuff. She got some new shirts. I gave her stuff, and she had a good one, and she just didn't want, she's just like that, she doesn't want to, draw the attention or think you gotta go out of your way to say happy birthday. I know you don't mind, but that's her. So I respected her wishes, but it's the day after now. So now you know. But she reads the comments too. She loves them. And it's nice, I don't have to waste any food. I'm going to be able to take everything out of my refrigerator and put in this one and take to the, take with us so we can crush it.